podcast and AI for Authors podcast with our hosts, Paul Hollis, author of the Hollow Man series, Dr. Mohamed, Frank Fiore, and myself, Neil Haley. And Frank, it's very interesting the development of AI and what it can do from the day we met and the first day I introduced you to AI to now. It blows you away, doesn't it, Paul? Frank, I think everybody, especially when we saw the trailer that we created with Sora 2.
Yeah,
Way better, way,
you want
way,
that?
way, way better, wouldn't you agree, than anything that Google's platform can create.
Well, why don't you show that
Yeah. I'm going to share screen with that. Let me go pull up Sora and do that.
and you'll see what I mean, that the clips are too fast, but
Oh,
that's
I know they're too fast, but like I said, this
oh
is
no,
how
it's
people
amazing
get.
what they did. And by the way, ChatGPT generated that code. So it's amazing that what AI can
It's all
do.
in-house.
I didn't use code. I just used the description. Didn't use the code at all. So there you go. Here we go.
Yeah, but those clips were 20 to 30 seconds, even just 20. I think there was
They had to try to add it. You know how long it took to do this, guys? 40-minute upload time. So when you're doing these really detailed descriptions, it takes time. I'd have to probably redo it again and reprompt it. But this was the final product.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. And it got that action-packed feeling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It looked like you pay this, the price point, guys, for this, just this 10-second video would have been $10,000 2 years ago.
At least.
At least,
Yeah.
or more, to make sure you get all those places for the cinematic. That's why Tyler Perry said, bye. And said, no, thank you. I'm not building a studio. Remember, Paul, last year we talked about on this show about Frank and talking about first time we talked about video, right?
Okay.
And it was so low level. It was so, how can we do this? Sora wasn't even available at that time. Then Sora came, Then VO3, everyone talked about. This blows VO3 away. What does Google do now, Dr. Mohamed, to come back from this? You know what? I'm more and more seeing ChatGPT, when prompted correctly, might be the game changer again. It's weird how things work.
Yeah, but I think in the last couple of months that we've been working together, now we have like a pattern. OpenAI, they move by big strides. Like they stay quiet for a while, and then they come up with one big upgrade that kills everyone. But then the others, Google and the others, they make like smaller advances, smaller progress. So there is a point where after 6 months, 7 months, maybe VO will come back to speed, maybe overpass a little bit ChatGPT until the next major update. That's what transpired to me as a time pattern.
Okay.
So it will be like racing like this, boom, 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 boom. And then all together, the tools are going to progress for us as creators dramatically much faster now.
Okay, so let's get some more. Frank, I know we're going to make those changes, improvements, but how do we create? We probably can create a full, at least a trailer for 3 minutes using Sora if we really ask the right questions.
Right, the prompts are important, and ChatGPT will give you what the trailer or the film, the movie will do, but then it'll also give you the code to pump into Sora or into some other AI program, and that's what we saw today. Again, and
I didn't pump the code, but I'll pump the code next. I just took the prompt and just took all the prompt and threw it in.
What about the okay? I sent you the other one, so
yeah, I'll work on that next. But yeah,
we'll run it through while we're talking, and then when it's ready, it's ready. But what I did there is I took the screenplay that I wrote, an adaptation from my book, and I told ChatGPT to write a trailer from the screenplay, and so I didn't even have to write a trailer screenplay. I just pumped in the entire 90-minute screenplay that I wrote, and it came up with this trailer with code. And that's what I gave to you, and just plug that into Sora or whatever it says we're supposed to plug it into.
I mean, that's unreal. And so Dr. Mohammed, if we're an author right now, the
Mhm.
potential of what we can do is unfreaking real. It really is.
Yes, yes.
And the
Yeah.
possibilities are endless in so many different areas that we're going to talk about on this show further. I really think the days of an editor are going to go at one point. We are in what my one client, Gary Lionotto, calls this is geometric progression. What we're
Yeah.
seeing today is not going to be what we're going to see tomorrow when AI continues to learn more, more, and more. Your thoughts on that, Dr. Mohammed?
Yeah, I think we raised this a little bit last week, but we are entering the phase where AI video generation is entering that sharp progress curve, because like over the last 2 years, like you said, there was no Sora, then there was Sora, it was okay, then there was Vio, but I think now we're accelerating, and 2026, if you guys prepare yourself now as authors, I think 2026 is going to be the creative people time with all these AI tools.
Yeah. And the all the other thing is it's letting software as a service, Paul, in my opinion, not die. Everyone says software as a
Mm.
service is going to die. I don't think it is because everyone wants it to be simple. So everyone's going to create some sort of solution, one tool that's going to outrank anything, right? Like kind
You're
of like
right,
what you
yes.
do with your reverse engineering your books, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, the software is kind of a misnomer in this case, but like years ago, it was soft, like banking systems or missile projects, et cetera. And now it's kind of toned down to be very specific to what people, regular people, and especially authors, need to have at their disposal so that they can be that much more really creative, right? So, I mean, it's really incredible the speed that it's going at now.
And I still think, Paul, that software as a service is not going to be eliminated because everyone's going to want something that just handles it for that industry or that niche.
Yeah.
And it's no
Oh,
longer going to be,
absolutely.
but the niches will be in the riches and software, and that's it because of software. But well, how long will that software last till it's obsolete?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the big challenge now for all software makers, including us. We have to reinvent the software now every 6 months, 8 months.
So let's talk about building agents today on the podcast. And Frank, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. So my client Gary Lionotto said to me, Neil, I'm ready to start marketing Singularity. Now I think we have reached Singularity. He rewrote his book based on AI critiquing it. Go figure. And he's having a second version come out of Singularity, Mankind's Search for Relevance, which is really an interesting thing as we've been seeing this progression throughout. But what AI, then I took it to AI and I went through. He says, Neil, let's just create an agent and AI will do all of the marketing. I said, cool. So first of all, I'll ask Frank, would it be cool if you had an agent you could push the button and do all your marketing for you?
Yeah, I like the agent to do a lot of things, and definitely to push the button in marketing, lay out a marketing plan, and then do it, not just list it.
There's a potential to this. And I thank people in my corner like Dr. Mohamed. I thank Gary Lionotto for coming up with the idea. And I thank Marketing School Podcast for giving me the opportunity to know if I want to become a great marketer, I have to learn things that I didn't like in school. I sure as heck never wanted to write code ever in my life. Thank God I don't have to write code, but I love going into the weeds and coming up with things. But what I'm seeing is the more I go into the weeds, the more I have to try new things. But let's just jump into what we're going to do. And Frank, we're going to do it for you as well. We're going to create an AI agent to market your book, Frank. We could do it for you too, Paul. We can create this all from the new agent builder in ChatGPT. So we're going to go right to Dr. Mohamed now. So on today's podcast, we're going to teach you how to build your own agent to market your book. Why would I do that? Frank, right? I'm out of a job. No, but this would be certain nuances for people. Instead of doing nothing, they build an agent. So, Dr. Mohamed, it used to be difficult in agent building, but now ChatGPT has created OpenAI has created something to make things a lot easier, right?
That's right. So maybe I can give you like my analysis of what it brought. Let's say to do an AI automation agent for marketing, it was taking 100 moving pieces before. Like when you build an engine, it has 100 moving pieces. Now with this ChatGPT update, there are 50 or 60 pieces that are out of the picture in one single product. So that divided the complexity by 2. We still need some other stuff, Neil, maybe a bit of JavaScript coding, maybe a little bit of a browser agent to complement the OpenAI agent builder. But definitely complexity has gone down, and we should not reveal it for free, but we can give the highlights of it because I think it's going to be very
No,
powerful.
I'm not revealing it for free. You got to pay me. And I'll have a book to book a call with me today. I'll train you on how to build an agent once I learn how to. Because ChatGPT
Yes.
is going to teach me how to. And this is the thing. Frank created this video, not me. I had the software to do it. Frank prompted his AI agent. ChatGPT is an AI agent in a way. It's to do it. However, we have to go to the builder. But this is stuff you've been trying to do in automation, Dr. Mohamed, for a while in certain automations. Dreams I had 9 months ago that now I
Yeah.
can do on my own, right? And so you don't have
Yeah,
to worry about it. Good.
exactly. That's what we were using tools like Zapier, N8N, or other orchestrators. But now ChatGPT has integrated almost the equivalent. So that will simplify a lot. And since we use ChatGPT also to generate text, images, and videos, especially for Frank and for this kind of agent, probably you can build 80% of it inside this agent tool of OpenAI.
Well, I'm going to make it simple. So let's go. But so how long and automations, the kind of automations that Mohammed does are great for authors. And there's a software for that. And Dr. Mohammed explained that what some authors can go ahead and check out of your software really quickly. Then I'm going to go into my idea and let's see what Frank and Paul think of this.
Yeah, so Artila, rtila.com. Our software specializes especially in automating web systems, and often where the AI agents fall short or the other automation tools fall short, usually Artila is able to pick up or trigger the AI agents and link the dots. For example, if you want to create content with your AI bot and then you want to post it in social media, that's where we will use Artila. Artila will prompt the AI with your prompt, get the video, get the image, and then post it on Facebook if that AI agent is not able to do it itself. So that's where we use Artila to kind of combine and link the web data in between different websites, different platforms, linking a SaaS to the ChatGPT editor and things like that.
Which I think is fantastic. What you're able to.
Yes, we can't be good at everything, and there are so many good tools doing A, B, C, and D. So we thought we're gonna connect the dots and allow people to bring together multiple tools into more.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see you model that for our listeners and viewers.
Yes.
So here's my idea. After I talk to my AI bot, I'm back talking to Chatty Cathy. I broke up with her for a while, and I decided to come back because I want to become more productive. I'm getting so darn busy. But thanks to people like Dr. Mohamed's ideas and other things, I figured out a way to work better with Chatty Cathy. And I'm going to share that with you on the Artila podcast. But for this podcast, after we talked about the complexities, we're going to build an agent to do one thing well. So, Frank, what would you want your agent to do in marketing for you right now?
I would like to have the agent track what my Amazon ranking is, and to help me decide which keywords, a description on the on the web page for my book on Amazon, in order to keep raising my book increasing the rank. I want to see you do that.
Okay. Now let's ask Dr. Mohamed if that can be done.
Yeah, I think it can be done. Now, there are tools that already existed before for e-commerce products on Amazon. There was a tool called Terapeak and another tool called Jungle Scout. Have you heard of junglescout.com?
No.
Frank, maybe you can Google it. Junglescout.com does exactly what you're saying, Frank, but for e-commerce products. It will observe the competition, the movement of keywords, and so on, and then suggest to you. So it is already doable for e-commerce products. And I think we can build a similar approach for positioning books in Amazon book platforms. So definitely it's doable, maybe on the Kindle platform or any other Amazon platform.
Okay, so it is possible. That's good. I mean,
it is possible. It is already very common in the e-commerce products.
I mean, you could do it yourself, an individual checking the competition. But if you just send the agent out there and they're going to do it, they're going to keep you, keep changing the keywords, for you,
yes.
Not you doing it, but change it
that is not available in the Jungle Scouts of the world. They don't change the keyword for you. They just tell you your competitor has more sales because he did X or Y or Z, and then you have to go and change.
Can you build the agent to do this? Can you build the agent to work that way and do the research for you and check things on a regular basis using ChatGPT and automate it to the point to give you can?
We can pull the data and then send the query to ChatGPT and tell it, tell me if I should do, what should I do now that my competitor did this and that, and then we can take back the answer and push it.
Yeah, I have to have the AI agent alert you. They will give you alerts, right? And then say you just flipped here, and here's what I recommend to get you back up or even further. So give you those alerts and then tell you how to improve it in order to get your ranking back up or move ranking. So
you can connect your email now to ChatGPT. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. It said it did it to integrate so it can send emails when you're talking to your chat AI assistant saying, please send this email, and now it will send it for you. Still trying to figure all that out. It's in the process. As she told me yesterday, she sent it and I got upset when she didn't, but there is now an ability to do those things in ChatGPT. So there's a lot of things that you use AI to do and then use the agent to do. So what I'm going to start with simple. Frank's looking at analytics. I'm looking at, okay, how can I get my stories to be automated? So one of the agents I'm going to build for Gary Lyon Auto is one that's going to create a story every day by creating the graphic for all the platforms and going and scheduling those stories in Buffer. And all I have to do is push a button. And all of that is done in the back end. There's no work needed. With stories, you don't have to write copy. And that agent will take care of everything for you. Another one is to set up an automated agent workflow to send your newsletter automatically out. Not just schedule it, but create it. And with using agents with OpenAI, you're not going to have to pay for every zap that is done. So I'm looking at multiple tasks. What do I want in marketing to automate? That's the first question I'm asking myself as an author. Okay, I don't want to post anymore. Well, great. Go sign up for a free Buffer account or some sort of account. Make sure the API connects to specifically what you're creating in that agentic workflow and put it together. One task, not multiple tasks, but ChatGPT creating this agent builder changes that we don't have to pay for every zap anymore, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's the big change. Yeah.
Zapier is expensive because every action they charged you for.
Every little small action. Yeah.
So that would be the first thing. Second thing is I wanted to comment. Dr. Mohamed's solution does that, where you make a post and you respond to everyone's comments automatically, or go in LinkedIn and like their posts, or go and do certain things. So you have it working in the background. I asked ChatGPT, can we go ahead and have 10 different things going on, run 10 agents at the same time on your machine while I'm doing a podcast? The answer is yes. That's powerful.
Yeah.
So you have things working in the background that you used to not want to automate. Would I automate DMs to send to potential leads? Absolutely not. But would I automate these tasks in marketing? Absolutely. So, Frank, that's what I'm going to do first is create each task that I want this marketing agent to do for my clients, create the agent, and then Dr. Mohamed, explain after I have 20 plus agents to do my marketing, how do I make sure that they all work seamlessly?
Yes. So the most important point is what you said, is that one agent does one little job, but does it very well. That's the first thing to take away. And then once you have your multiple small agents that are very good at their own task, then you need an orchestrator. There are different orchestrators. I will share a couple of them with you. An orchestrator will then call these various bots and make them communicate and transfer the variables between them. And that orchestrator will make that overall flow where you say, here is the list of my keywords for the stories. And now you kick off from here. You do the first keyword, you create the story, second keyword, you give it the planning, and you say it's one per day, one per week, and you let it go through the orchestrator.
It's pretty impressive stuff. And then you don't have to have a VA to do those workflows, but you need a human being to test it and check that it doesn't go wrong. So, Frank, what task would you want if you thought about, I want to do more marketing than just posting a video a day and going and I want to have more stuff out there automated that would create the content for me where I wouldn't have to just push a button and it creates it. So it does the social media posts for you. It does the comments for you. It sends out an email weekly to your followers. All of this stuff can be done with an agent working in the background.
Yeah, that would be very powerful.
That's what I'm building now. Yeah. And those are called agentic workflows. Define an agentic workflow, Dr. Mohamed.
An agentic workflow is like we were doing as humans. It's a process of tasks and actions that we would do as a human. But the agentic part now, why it's different is because it can make a decision on your behalf. Last time it was algorithmic. It doesn't make any decision. You tell it, if this happened, then do that. So that's the main differentiation here, Neil, is that the agentic side of it is that it can take a decision based on data and it can create the content or the next step accordingly.
All right. Any questions, Paul, to this today?
No questions. I think that as far as marketing goes for authors and probably a lot of people out there that sell products, is just the basics of putting out an image or even a short video on social media, and that's all that they understand it is. So what I'm thinking about with these agents and that is that not to have them think, well, what would they like to do? Because they don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So the thing is, like, back on you as the expert in marketing to say, this is what I can do for you, right? Do you understand that? So it's like that's where the important thing would come, because you are knowledgeable, you and Dr. Mohamed are knowledgeable about this, but like Frank and I aren't seasoned veterans with marketing, even though I spent 10 years in IBM marketing, a whole different animal, right? But here, it's something that we don't understand. And so you have to, I think it'd be easier, better for you guys to say, here's what our agents can do for you.
Yeah, we'd have to build the agent, but we're hoping somebody will learn how to do it themselves.
Well, certainly. And that'll be the next step, is like, oh, I can do this myself, right? And so, but right now you have to say, well, this is what the agents are capable of doing, because we don't know yet. We don't have the creativity in that area, in IT, basically, to say, oh yeah, I want to do this and this and this and this, because they didn't grow up with it. I did, but I still don't know, what we have now because of the tremendous influx of AI of like moving so fast, right? My thought on that would be just for having you guys to say, here's what we can do for you. Is that something you'd be interested in, right?
Paul, you're cutting out. You there, Dr. Mohamed?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, Paul
Yeah,
was cutting out.
Paul
Yes.
was had a little blip.
But anyway, that was my story. Yeah.
No, and you're sticking to it. But it's a great point. And that's the thing, the complexity for authors to figure all these things out. Frank is really going deep in the weeds, but he proved something to me that it can be done. And remember, our guest a couple weeks ago said it couldn't be done, and we did it. So Sora is better. What will happen with VO3? It'll improve. So in 2 weeks from now, I'll be like, VO3 is better. This Sora is terrible. Or there's going to be some other new software. Everyone is investing in AI. And in my opinion, is you get the tools in the software with AI. And SEO, what I'm learning as I purchased SEMrush for my clients in SEO is unreal. I have a lot of work to do to learn how to do all this, but I have the tools available to me because it's been automated as they have invested in their software to add AI to the mix. AI is all the shovels and stuff. Selling AI directly is not going to work. Creating a software that uses AI is where the riches are going to come.
Exactly.
Improving it, making it better, making it more user-friendly for the user. The user experience is the key thing for success. Give you an example. I was on a client and I was trying to purchase something. I hated the user experience. I mentioned it to the marketing team. I said, this is terrible. You got to make things easy for people. If you don't make them easy, they're going to go somewhere else. Okay. Best places to go, artilla.com, RTILA.com, frankfiore.com, and the HoloManSeries.com. I appreciate it, guys, and we'll talk soon. That was the special Trimulcast, Neil Haley Show, the Artilla Podcast.